Hello everyone, just starting a bit early. Oh, what does that do? Just so I can get some of you invited here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and we'll start shortly. So what's it like where you are today? It's super chilly here today. Absolutely freezing. I have not planned this at all as I was away this weekend, but that's sometimes a good thing. So often it turns out even better. So I'll just see if anyone's joining us. Oh, hi Kasha. Facebook has changed and it's like really weird. Oh, here we go. Let's just go and invite some of you. Hopefully get some watching. So I'm going to be using our February kit today. So this is Life in full colour. So it's really different to the first kit. Really colourful. Quite fun. So in the kit there you've got a hoop and some fabric to cover the hoop, and that's what we're going to be decorating today. So some of you might not have done these before. I've only done a couple myself, but they are quite good fun. So we'll give that a bash today. So we'll just hold on a couple of minutes, see if we can get some people joining. Do say hi if you're watching. That's better that I can actually invite you on my video myself now. Don't have to ask everyone. Please share, please invite. Oh. Just going through my list trying to invite you all. It's not a great time of day to do it, in all honesty. You're probably at work or at the shops or something. But if not, no worries, you can watch it back later. At the minute I'm just looking at a list, so I'm basically talking to myself. I have no idea if any of you are watching. So I find it really hard to read and talk at the same time. Sorry. Shall I turn the camera around? You want a break at work, so catch up later. Okay, thank you, Kasha. So let's see if I can get some of you here. It's so long-winded. It'd just be good if you could just invite all. That would be easier. I'm sorry, am I covering the camera? It'd be so much easier. But it's getting better. Facebook Live is getting better. And I don't seem to have so much trouble with it freezing and things like that now, so that's good. So it's just after 1. We'll go ahead and get started in a second. So I've invited as many as you as I can find. Okay, so not sure if anyone's watching. Oh my god, that really scared me. What's that? I thought someone stood behind me. Oh, I am silly sometimes. Okay, don't think we've got anyone watching just yet, so we'll hold on a minute. Oops. Just give it another couple of minutes and we'll get going. Okay, I'm gonna get the camera put up in the cradle. This is always the awkward bit. Let's make sure you can see. Okay. So we'll just see if anyone joins. We'll just have a little chat about it. So this is the hoop that you get in the kit. So basically it's got two bands of wood. So there's one and then an inner. So you just loosen this, pop the fabric, can you see there, between those two layers, and then tighten this back up. And you want this as the fabric to be as tight as you can, really, especially when you're working with wet media on it. It'll make it far easier for you to spread stuff if you can get it nice and tight there. So we'll just see if we can get this a little bit tighter. So I'm just doing this up. So that's that. So that's quite tight now. And then you can either stick this or trim it. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a trim. But I'm going to leave enough around so that I can sort of stick that inside. It's a bit kind of like lining a cake tin, I guess. So you should have plenty of fabric in your kit. Oh, I think we've got a couple of people watching, have we? Possibly. So you should get plenty in there to do this, and have quite a bit left, in all honesty. So you could see, I've got quite a lot. You can have a play around with that with some other projects. So there's no right or wrong way to do this, really. I'm just going to do some snips so that I can fold this in a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and hopefully some of you will be able to join us by the time I've done that. And then you can just use glue or tape or gel or whatever to stick this down. So you're just folding all these in. And then you'll end up with a smooth surface, hopefully. So I'm not going to do all that now, because obviously I want to get on and show you. So I'm just going to just pop a bit of tape there, hold that in while I show you. And I'll fix all that up later properly. Okay, so what you need to think about now is, are you going to go onto this fabric straight onto there, or are you going to pop paper? If you're going to pop paper, that's absolutely fine. If you're going to be, say, stenciling, painting, etc. on here, I would advise to pop some gesso, because this is fabric, it's very porous, so anything you then put on top is going to sink in, and the colour will probably dull a little bit. So you could use clear gesso if you want the colours to stay true, white gesso or black gesso if you're going to be working with metallics would be nice. So I'm just going to give a quick coat of gesso. You don't have to be too neat here. If you're going to paint the wood, you could also coat that at the same time. So we're doing this so that it acts as a sort of barrier, and also will help other things stick to it, like paint and ink and stuff. So I'm just giving that a nice coat. I think I'm going to paint around the hoop as well, because I'm not too sure what I'm doing yet. And I'm going to also paint the metal, because I think I'll pop something on there at the end. I'm going to paint this metal section up as well, just roughly. So we're not having to care how it looks at this point, because we're going to cover it, so we don't have to be too neat. Oh, there is a label on here. I want to take that off. And then we'll just go around the top edge. So that's all that nicely coated. And we're going to dry that off quickly. If you are watching, just say hi. It's nice to know who's there. I think we've got 2 people watching, maybe. Okay, so put the lid on there. I need to clean this jar, so the lid's not going on properly. Right, so I'm just going to give that a quick blast with the heat gun. Oh, hi Maggie. I want this to be dry, because if we just start spraying on top of this, it's gonna all mush in together with the gesso and it'll just be a big sloppy mess. So we're gonna make sure this is dry before we put anything else on. And we don't have to worry if we missed any little bits. You can always go back in. Hi Mike. Or don't, because it's not essential that every part is covered. We are planning a class in Southampton in June, if you've seen the details on that. I went and saw the hotel again properly yesterday. It's really nice. Huge classroom. So we won't have to worry about space. I'm just waiting to hear back some details on room costs if you want to stay as well, and deposits. So as soon as I have that, I'll get that out to you. That'll be the 9th of June. There's an event link for it on the page and on the group, so join that and you'll get all the latest details then once I've got an update. We will of course be doing a mixed media project, which I'm thinking is going to be an altered piece. Well, it will be an altar piece, definitely. It's just just looking into products. So we've got something in mind, but we're just checking that out before we say for definite. Right, so this is now dry. You can see this is a nice surface now. Okay, so from the same kit, I had some scraps of paper left from the lantern that I made, so I thought I would use these. So I'm just going to roughly tear some bits, and I think what I'll do is just draw around this. And then I will cut that, and we'll have that a smooth edge. And then we'll have a rough edge on the other side. Hi, Sarah. So I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to do the same with this pinky paper. I like this text bit. So those bits. Okay, so I'm not going to cover all of the hoop. I think I'd like something to go directly onto that background. Okay, so something like this. So we're going to use some gel. You could use glue. I think gel is probably a bit better on fabric, and if you've got the heavy body gel, even better, but any gel will work. So I'll just pop a bit of this on the back. It's really important that your first layers are stuck on really well, because if you're going to start popping heavy embellishments or even paint and stuff on top, and that's not stuck down properly, if that starts peeling away, your whole project's going to start coming off, which is not great, obviously. So we're going to pop a nice big blob under here. I want to make sure this is really well stuck. See what I'm doing? I'm not conscious of where. There we go, sorry. So we're going to do the same on this piece. Kind of reminds me of the moon, like a colourful moon. I need to get a new mat. What do you reckon? It's a bit crinkled.